Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So in today's presentation, my friends and I will talk about the precaution of vacation during pandemic. So this presentation will be presented by me, Ahmad ZAKUAN bin Ahmad ZAMRI, DALILA binti AZAHAR, Muhammad IRFAN bin MUSTAKIM, NURSYAZA binti Lan, and SITI SARA WARDINA binti SHEIKH. So without further ado, let's jump into his introduction. So what is COVID-19? According to the World Health Organization (WHO), coronavirus disease, or also known as COVID-19, is an infectious disease caused by SARS-CoV-2 virus. The majority of those infected with the virus will have mild to moderate respiratory symptoms and will recover without the need for medical attention. However, some people will become extremely unwell and need medical help. Older people and those with underlying medical conditions like cardiovascular disease, diabetes, chronic respiratory disease, or cancer are more likely to develop serious illness. Being thoroughly informed on the disease and how it spreads is the best strategy to avoid and slow down transmission. The virus primarily spreads between people through close contact and via aerosols and respiratory droplets that are exhaled when talking, breathing, or otherwise exhaling, as well as those produced from coughs or sneezes. It is important to practice respiratory etiquette, for example, by coughing into a flex elbow, and to stay home and self-isolate until recover if you feel unwell. Next, what is vaccine? COVID-19 vaccine help our bodies to develop immunity to the virus that causes COVID-19 without its having to get the illness. But with all the types of vaccine, the body is left with a supply of memory T lymphocytes as well as B lymphocytes that will remember how to fight the virus in the future. It typically takes a few weeks after vaccination for the body to produce T lymphocytes and B lymphocytes. Therefore, it is possible that a person could be infected with the virus that causes COVID-19 just before or after vaccination, and then get sick because the vaccine did not have enough time to provide protection. Sometimes after the vaccine, the process of building immunity can cause symptoms such as fever. These symptoms are normal and are signs that the body is building immunity. Currently, there are three main types of COVID-19 vaccines that are approved or authorized for use, which are mRNA vaccines, protein subunit vaccines, and vector vaccines.
Have you heard that we can travel between countries right now? I bet that you already booked your flight ticket. So today, I will share with you guys the preparation that you need to do before travel, especially during pandemic. First, make sure that you are vaccinated. Why? Because vaccine will reduce the risk of contracting coronavirus. In order for you and your family to stay healthy and enjoy during their vacation, with less worries of getting infected by coronavirus, go and get your vaccine. But make sure to get a complete dose of vaccine. Secondly, make sure that your MySaTrack application is updated. Since your MySaTrack applications will record your daily journey, which shop that you visited, which restaurant that you dine in, so it is important for you to keep refresh and update your MySaTrack application at least 2 weeks earlier before your travel date. And don't forget to make sure that your MySaTrack profile is at low risk status. I know that the packing job is troublesome, but trust me, a packing list will save you. Especially during pandemic, you need a packing list to make sure that you bring all the essentials needed. For example, the essentials that you need are face masks, disinfectant wipe, tissues, medicine, facials for double protection, and alcohol-based sanitizer. Lastly, make sure that you check the local requirements, restrictions, and situations. Keep all the proof that you are COVID-free and safe to travel at your country. Next, be prepared and save yourself unpleasant surprises and delays by checking the restrictions at your destinations. Next, you need to prepare and beware the spread and presence of variants that varies in each country that you plan to visit.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad IRFAN bin MUSTAKIM, and I will tell our SOP during travelling. First of all, during travelling, we must wear a mask because the virus are unable to go through our breathing pathway. Second, we should keep our distance with others, and it will limit our physical contact with each other. Third, always bring and use hand sanitizer after touching public property. When we touch public property, there is a chance that infected people already touched it. So with hand sanitizer, it will kill the virus. Fourth, please avoid crowded places. When we at a crowded places, there is high risk that we also will get infected. Fifth, always check your MUSTAKIM app to know which places is a high risk area and avoid it. Sixth, when we enter any shop or facility, always check your temperature and check in MUSTAKIM to keep on track your visited place. Last but not least, make sure you already complete your second dose vaccine before traveling. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi and Assalamualaikum to everyone. Today I'm going to talk about suggestions after traveling. You might have been exposed to the COVID-19 on your travel. You might feel well but do not have any symptoms, but you can still be infected and spread the virus to the others. People who are not fully vaccinated are more likely to get COVID-19 and spread it to the others. Now let's move to the ways or suggestions after traveling. First, you must self-monitor for COVID-19 symptoms. Second suggestion is self-quarantine and get tested. You must get tested 3 to 5 days after returning from travel. Also, you should stay at home for self-quarantine for a fully 7 days after travel, even though your result is negative COVID-19. Now, what happens if your test is positive COVID-19 and what should you do? First thing first, you should stay calm and do not panic after knowing that you have been infected by COVID-19. First thing you should do is you must isolate yourself to protect others from getting infected. The second one is you just follow the instruction given. Now let's move to the step to prevent the spread of COVID-19. Here have 3 suggestions ways to prevent the spread of COVID-19. First, you stay at home and do not visit public areas. Do not leave your homes except for the emergency case. Second is, you should avoid from sharing personal house items. For example, do not share your dishes, drinking glasses or towel with other people in your home. And wash this item thoroughly after using it. The last one is you should monitor your symptoms of COVID-19. For example, your body temperature getting increased or emergency warning such as you have trouble to breathe or have some pressure on your chest. If you notice that you have these symptoms, and you should directly call the emergency number. That's all from me. Thank you.
Countries must cooperate together to achieve a much speedier recovery than if each country acts independently. The international system and the situation provide context for this to happen because they were created to respond to complex, multiple global emergencies like COVID-19 epidemic. If COVID-19 is spreading in your community, stay safe by taking some simple precautions, such as physical distancing, wearing a mask, keeping your room well ventilated, avoiding crowds, cleaning your hand, and coughing into a bent elbow or tissue. Check local advice where you live and work. Do it all. As a good Malaysia, we must together help all foreigners risk their life for us and get rid of viruses. We do our best to stay safe and be aware everywhere.